Hello everybody and welcome to Exploration Mode, a new irregularly scheduled show that I am planning on doing for 3 reasons. One, I actually got a review key for this game, so I'm going to be using that. As you can see, I've played for apparently 9 seconds. This is going to be a blind first look. The second thing is that it would be things that I want to cover anyway, so like for example, if there's a new Europa expansion, Exploration Mode's purpose would be to dive into that and discover the changes without actually launching a full Let's Play. So the normal series, the 4 normal slots that I have, are going to remain completely unchanged. This is going to be in addition to those. And it's going to be irregularly scheduled, so I don't know when the next one is going to come out. It's going to be essentially when I get a key or when I have something I want to cover. Something along those lines. I'm not guaranteeing that I'm going to cover everything I get a key to, because that's probably going to be a bit of an issue going forward. But this is my very first key that I got, so let's just dive right into Reventure here and see what actually this is about. I know almost nothing about it, other than that it is a indie-developed, retro-inspired puzzle platformer like everything else. Well, let's just dive in and find out. This is a little bit out of my normal comfort zone. So also a little loud. Year 1, Day 1. Everything started as a pretty normal day in Tim's life. Okay, so I do want to turn down the volume slightly. We'll try that. There we go. Okay. So we wander around here. Arrow keys, actually rebound to this. Gamepad is also supported and recommended. That's nice. I'm not using a gamepad right now. Good morning, Tim. The king is waiting for you inside. Wow, I live across the street from the castle. That's exciting stuff. Do I click up here? How do I get that to go away? I guess I just move on. The Dark Lord has taken the princess to his fortress to the east. Grab the legendary sword to the west and fulfill your destiny, Tim. Well, that's out of my way. Please, Tim, hurry and bring my daughter back. Take this item to protect you on your journey. Presumably this? You got the hero shield. That's exciting. Sorry, Tim. We've raised the bridge to prevent attacks from the Dark Army. I can't let you pass without a weapon. Okay, so I have to go the other way then. And yeah, that's all the same. So then presumably we jump over the house? Yes. Oh, hello. I don't think I can attack it yet, so I should probably avoid it. Okay, what's up here? A lot of blocky pixels is what's up here. It's dangerous to go alone. That's definitely not a reference to anything. Sword of Legend. Light as the wind in the hands of a worthy hero. Let the weight of justice fall on the forces of evil. So one thing I should probably point out is this is apparently a non-linear game with at least 100 endings. Oh, that's interesting. And the music definitely sounds Legend of Zelda-esque. Let's see what's up here. This is Exploration Mode, after all. Another passage there. Nothing. Do we have fall damage? I'm gonna guess no. No. Okay. So, what do we got going on over here, then? Is this a passage? Nope. Okay. I just kind of want to keep going this way. We, can't swim down, it would seem. Okay. Okay, so we can stab the shop. Well, that's a well-named shop. I'm totally 100% out of stock. Sorry, no stuff for you. Well, that's a useful stock. Or useful shop, even. So how do we get through this? It looks like we should be able to. Also, the mouse is not exactly hidden. Let me just move that out of there. Okay. So we can hold space to accelerate that direction while swimming. Okay. Can we get up that? We don't seem to be able to. There's a thing here that keeps opening, but I feel like we need to be able to jump higher to get there. So I feel like we're basically at the edge here. Well, we got our sword, so maybe let's go get the most generic ending. Since there are apparently a lot of them. Endings, that is. Not necessarily genericness. There has been some of that. At least graphically. Can I kill this guy? Of course I can. Excellent. Tim was so eager to try his new sword, he couldn't wait for some minion to appear, and stabbed the elder at the other end of the cave. He also stole his wallet. What a moron. It's dangerous to be near Tim, ending 1. Okay, so that was the first ending there. Only 95.87% of heroes made it this far. But we're now 4 years later. Tim spent a long time in prison for that murder. After being released back into the streets, he considered changing his name in the options menu to improve his personal brand. Oh, so now we have unlocked the ability to change our name? Indeed we have. Naturally, we will go with Atraitus. Excellent. We can also change our palette. We don't seem to have any other options, so... Okay. So, all of this is the same then. So we just grab this shield. Presumably they still won't let us leave without a weapon. Yep, okay. So, let's just go ahead and go grab that, or rather that sword, and maybe... Well, this is 4 years later, theoretically. So I'm assuming there's an ending for killing the king, right? There has to be. So hypothetically, what happens if we kill the king again? Is it the same ending? Oh, that skipped it. Okay. Well, I think it's the same ending. Year 5, Day 5. Atraitus finished writing down his ancestor story and prepared for adventure. So yeah, this is... It was the same ending, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so let's re-grab the shield. So mechanically, this seems to be bog standard. Of course, the claim to fame here is the sheer number of endings. What happens if we die to this guy? Oh, looks like we auto-block. Okay. What happens if we go get the sword first? So I mean, that's the entire reason that this game exists, right? Its entire claim to fame is that you can do all of these things in a different order. I don't think we went down here, but there isn't anything down here. Oh, there is things down here. What's in this chest? A shovel. Well, that would be handy. Okay, down and E. I gotcha. So we can place our webcam in this area and call the hero agency for a substitute. That's not a thing I'm going to do because my internet connection does not allow me to stream. And I am saddened greatly. It looks like he dropped loot, but I'm not sure he did. It might just be that the art style is difficult to read. That's a possibility. So we now have the sword. Let's go do what they told us to do, or should we kill the king? Let's kill the king. I'm never going to get past anything. All hail King Atraitus. As the previous ruler finished his term, the kingdom entered an era of prosperity. Quite brief, because Atraitus' idea quickly became popular. Wait, what idea? Oh, killing the king, presumably. That was ending 5. Interesting. 2 years later, only 91.89% of heroes made it this far. Atraitus the Brief recovered from the injuries of the murder attempt. To spare his life, he swore loyalty to the new king, much to his humiliation. Excellent. And we start again. Oh yeah, I was gonna go get the sword first, or see what happens if you die to this minion over here without the shield. Yeah, with the shield you can't die to it, unfortunately. Well, in the meantime, maybe we should go stab some guards. Or the shopkeeper? He claims to have no stock. I'm not sure I believe him, realistically. There doesn't seem to be a way over there, which is kind of exciting. Let's grab the shovel. And let's see what exactly is down here. Oh, hello. Ah, this seems safe. I'm just gonna keep blindly falling. Can't really jump. I'm not convinced I can make it over there. Nope. A miscalculated jump resulted in Atraitus falling into a lava pit. You know, I'm not gonna say that was miscalculated, because I was pretty sure I couldn't do that. This was not the end he'd have wanted, but was surely the one he deserved. You're not wrong. Oh, excellent. So that was ending number 6. Those third-degree burns left Atraitus with a scarred face, but surely the princess would look past them. Go get her, you hero. Okay, let's go die to the minion. Kill me. Atraitus expected those little minions to be harmless, or at least to take only one heart of his life. Guess what? That's exactly what they took. Atraitus' weak and little heart. Excellent. As expected. Four days later. Wow. I mean, I died, but I got better. Everyone in town knew Atraitus was a heartless bastard, so the wound wasn't that bad for him, but maybe carrying a shield next time wasn't a bad idea after all. Never. Oh, the minion's now gone. So there are minor changes to the world. Like, for example, we can't get over this way anymore. Which is a little unfortunate. Or no, we can by going over here. That's right. But we should probably get the shovel before going over there. So we come over here, grab the shovel. Excellent. So we now have the sword and the shovel. We do not have the shield. Can I not get back up there? I can't get back up there. Okay. We're gonna have to go this way then, and climb over here, presumably. There we go. And then we can go over here and go see if we can stab the shopkeeper, because we need to murder everyone, clearly. That's the only way forward. If we get too weighed down, can we sink in this? Or do we get, like, scuba gear or something? Most likely. Can we actually... We can't shovel this? Okay. That's a little unfortunate. We can destroy that sign, though. Get out of here. I'm never gonna save the princess. Being a shopkeeper is tough. Low wages, long hours, mean customers. And also, the occasional serial killer that comes into your shop, stabs you, and steals all your stuff. So, okay, if I had one major criticism right now, I would say that my major complaint here is simply that this text in the ending screen moves a little slowly. Maybe speed that up a little bit. Overall, though, this is surprisingly enjoyable. Just finding all the little endings. Atraitus' business with stolen merchandise wasn't working out the way he had thought, so he woke up ready to look for an adventurous alternative. Excellent. What happens if I just... So, you can actually jump higher, if you notice, the less items that you have. Your items encumber you and make it harder to jump, I think. So, I don't want the sword. Get out of here, you sword. I've had some bad experiences with that sword in the past. Yeah, you can definitely move faster without it. And I did notice there's a window over here that you can go through. Excellent. Hello, what's this button? So it's just an elevator. I feel like we need something for that. We'll figure out what we need eventually, I'm sure. Hi, I'm Juan, one of the creators of this world. I'm just here enjoying the views. Well, that's nice. I'm sure we need to kill Juan, though. So I'm gonna go get the sword. Oh, these minions are gonna almost kill us. But that's okay. They won't actually kill us. So Juan needs to die, obviously. That's the only option here. Let's go up here. Come here, sword. Excellent. Okay, so, we got the Sword of Legend. Have we actually successfully killed one of those minions? I'm not sure we have. That might be a thing that we need to do. Get out of my shop, you bastard. Make a false move, and I'll use this thing. So the shopkeeper is quite a bit different. We're gonna kill him anyway. We got the shotgun. Oh, that's nice. So now we have a shotgun for more efficient murdering. That is very efficient murdering, in fact. Okay. Hey! The Pala 8 pallet is now unlocked. Now we can't jump high enough to get up there. Or over there either. However, we have not gone in here. This cannon is aimed at the Dark Fortress for express delivery. Please, don't touch it. Well, that's convenient. We don't have the shovel. But where exactly can we go here? That door closed. I feel like this is a trap. No, not really. Now that is a trap. Okay. We actually can't kill these. We can stand on top of them, no problem. And then we get up here. And then how high can we get up? Like, can we get up there? Can we drop items? Like, I no longer need the sword with this shotgun. Okay, that's exciting. Oh, this is a different ending. They're not that weak when they come all at once, right? Atraitus was outnumbered, defeated, and finally used as a playing ball. Excellent. So that was ending number 15. Eight months later. After being tortured for months, Atraitus escaped back to home, but the sequels were hard on him. Oh my. We appear to be purple now. Well, let's go get the shotgun again, because that was very effective. I do like the way the world changes in subtle ways. That's very cool, actually. But do we have an inventory screen? I don't think so. We don't seem to. There we go. Got our shotgun via murdering. And then the question is, do we just go right back to the Dark Tower? Sure, why not? Let's head on back. Okay, let's try going this way this time. I don't think that's going to be very helpful, actually. This is probably where we came, or where we come in at. So, I mean, we can just scooch our way along here. And I don't think that that pit that we fell in before is exactly where we want to go, realistically speaking. That said, how do we get through this? I mean, falling in the spikes is probably going to be an ending, right? So we could potentially do that. Because you can't double jump. It was quite a feat to be pierced simultaneously by 18 spikes. Little Minion felt pain in every inch of his body. Oh, we're Little Minion now. But kept an optimistic smile because he had fulfilled some bizarre achievement. Right? We did indeed nail it. Excellent. Two weeks later this time. So are we still a minion? Who would have thought that having 18 holes in the body could be non-fatal? Somehow, Little Minion was back in town and ready to give his adventure another shot. So, let's go ahead and do this quasi-properly now. Let's go get the sword. First things first. There we go. And then, let's go get the shield. Like I said, quasi-properly. Well, I'm a little... I tripped over the rock? That day, Atraitus tripped over a rock right after leaving his house, and fell right on his face. The guard in front really questioned if this was indeed the hero the kingdom needed. So, we've run over that rock a bunch of times. I wonder if it was because I tried to hit it with the sword. Because I did try to hit it with the sword there. But this is that same day. Such a stupid fall. Atraitus' face looked flatter than before, and that's really saying something given how pixelated it already is. He'll watch his step next time he goes outside. Will he, though? No, probably not. Can we just go back to bed? Some days, you just don't feel like it. The day Atraitus stayed in bed, the kingdom GDP went up by 200%, the Dark Lord retired out of boredom, and the cure for all diseases was found. Well done, Atraitus. Right? Okay, well, I think that is a great place to end it. We successfully did a lot of things, and the last attempt, we successfully did a lot of good things. That was a good nap. How long were you asleep, Atraitus? Never mind. It's time to get up and find some adventure. I'm gonna go ahead and say it isn't time to find some adventure. So, conclusion time, right? So, on the surface, this game looks like... I guess I'm gonna go ahead and say that it looks kind of like indie shovelware, because it's got that traditional 8-bit aesthetic that basically every indie game has these days. But there's a level of charm here that a lot of indie games don't have in all of the little endings and finding those endings, which actually is quite enjoyable. So I think I'm going to go ahead and say that this game is actually halfway decent. There are a lot of endings, perhaps too many endings. We can grab the shovel by going in here, right? No, you have to dig down, actually. Well, I mean, I find myself playing it again here, which is kind of a good sign. I wonder what the point of the dirt here is. Like, everything in this world feels very deliberately placed, and like everything is hiding an ending, which gives you a sense of exploration as you look around and attempt to find all of the endings and all of the little hidden secrets and such. I don't know. I don't usually go for this type of game, but this one is not half bad, all things considered. It's leaving early access on, I believe, June 4th. Let me double check that here. Yes, it is leaving early access on June 4th, so it will be, or at least it currently is, on Steam right now. The path of the hero constitutes past the sword. Or continues past the sword. Indeed. So it continues past the sword. What's that supposed to mean? Like, it's a hint that it keeps going over here, I guess? But yeah, this leaves early access on June 4th. It is currently $7.99 on Steam, I think. Let me double check that too, because I am completely pro at this. Yes, $7.99 on Steam currently. I'm not sure if it's going to increase in cost. The price may probably be raised when we leave early access. So in early access right now at $7.99, we expect that price to go up a little bit, maybe like $9.99 or something along those lines. And then the question becomes one of a value proposition. Do I think that it's worth $10? Assuming that that's the price they go for? Well, it's currently priced at $7, so let's just evaluate based on that, right? So my general criteria... We actually can't jump up high enough for that. That's exciting. My general criteria is that I look for approximately... And this is going to be different for everybody. I look for approximately $1 an hour, usually, for value propositions. So the question becomes, am I going to get $8 of enjoyment, or rather 8 hours of enjoyment out of this if I had paid full price for it? And the answer to that is, I don't know. How long have I played this so far? I have played this 37 minutes, according to that, but that's... I mean, realistically, the length of this video is more accurate for that, so we'll go with 29 minutes that we have played this game. I wonder if it's possible to jump over this button and not have that door closed. I bet it is. So, about half an hour, and we've gotten how many of the endings? I don't know. Let's see if we can find a new ending, though. Actually, I want to go through here and see if we can avoid pressing that button. And indeed we can. And then I suppose we would have to shovel down here. Like that. So the question is, how long would it take to beat this game, right? And it's not so much... When I'm looking at a value proposition, I don't judge it based on how many hours does it take to beat the game, right? I judge it based on how long does it take before I get tired of the game, how many hours of genuine enjoyment does a game bring me? Would this game bring me, personally, 8 hours of genuine enjoyment? Probably not. But that said, puzzle platformers like this aren't really my genre. For people who like puzzle platformers, this might very well be a good value proposition. So I'm not going to judge for everybody. Everybody can kind of... Oh, that's exciting. Everyone can kind of judge based on their own whether they think that there's enough value for that. Because, I mean, everybody's going to value their time slightly differently. Tower, indeed. Everyone's going to value their time slightly differently. And realistically, I don't think there's a way to get through this. At least not by running. Well, we could get the ending for dying there. So we'll let this go all the way up. And see if we can get in there and die to it. Nope. We cannot. Excellent. So yeah, everybody's going to value their time slightly differently, and everyone is also going to enjoy a game differently, right? So everyone is going to have their own value proposition, so I don't believe that that's something that someone like me can really say. People have to make up their own minds whether they think it's worth it or not. In my case, I think this is a fun little indie game, and I do not regret the time that I've played so far. So yeah, I mean, if you want to see this develop into a full playthrough, you can leave a comment down below, and perhaps at some point, I will put it into one of my 4 playthrough spots. Until then, however, I will see you all next time in the next exploration mode, which will be at a time in the future that I don't know. Subscribe for more, and I will see you all next time.